A community is a group of people who come together for a common reason. Some communities are based on a common interest, and others are based on geography, such as a neighborhood. It is common for people to belong to several communities. In the past, people with disabilities often had a presence in their communities, but may not have had opportunities to participate in, connect with, or contribute to their communities. Community integration involves people actively participating and having opportunities to engage and connect with others in meaningful ways. Community integration is not just using the library, going on a community outing, or attending a baseball game with a group of people with disabilities. Community integration is joining a book club at a local library, everyday life, or tailgating with fans before a game. DSPs empower and support people with developmental disabilities in connecting and developing relationships with their broader communities based on each person's unique strengths, interests, and preferences. Supporting people and encouraging independence includes spending time with them and learning about what inspires them. It also includes discovering their interests, talents, and skills. Here are some simple ways DSPs can support people in being connected to their communities. Help people locate and attend community events and activities that best reflect their interests. Attend places regularly so relationships have a chance to form. Encourage people to make purchases rather than purchasing items for them. Model what it looks like to be part of a community by being friendly and introducing yourself to others. Valued social roles. The more valued social roles a person has, the more chances they have to make friends, to be involved with different communities, and to access the good things in life. People fill a variety of social roles, both at home and in the community. Some examples of valued social roles are artist, employee, sports fan, neighbor, or spouse. As a DSP, it is important to focus on people's strengths and not their deficits as you support them to develop their own identities and play valued social roles. As a DSP, you can help someone turn their interests into social roles. For example, Brandy loves to garden. In the spring and summer, she spends most of her weekends pulling weeds, planting flowers, or laying down mulch. Gardening is a hobby for Brandy, and as her DSP, you can help Brandy turn her hobby into a valued social role. Talk with Brandy about joining a local gardening club, submitting her garden to be judged for a neighborhood lawn and garden competition, or sharing photos of her garden on Instagram or Facebook. In 2018, Governor John Kasich signed the Technology First Executive Order, making Ohio the first state in the country to emphasize expanding access to technology for people with developmental disabilities and formalizing the Technology First initiative in Ohio. Under the Technology First initiative, DoDD works with county boards of developmental disabilities and ICFIIDs to ensure assistive technology is considered as part of all service and support plans for people with disabilities. Assistive technology is any item, equipment, or system that is used to increase, maintain, or improve the capabilities of people with disabilities. Technology gives people with disabilities more opportunities to communicate, learn, participate, and achieve greater levels of independence. Examples of assistive technology that enable people to carry out daily activities include eating and cooking utensils fitted with oversized handles for easier gripping, specialized apps on mobile devices, and computer software such as voice recognition programs, screen readers, and screen enlargement applications.
Echo, turn on all lights. My name is Renee Wood, and I'm the chair of the Ohio Task Force. Echo, turn off all lights.
Okay.
I used to have to reach that string right there, and it was really hard to grab it. I didn't know what it could do, and I just started reading up on it. I thought, man, that would be good for people with disabilities, because it can do so many things, and they don't cost that much. They're only $40. And that's amazing if you think what you get out of it. If I don't want it that bright, I can. Echo, what's on my shopping list?
You have 3 items on your shopping list: corn, ketchup, and 7-Up.
We need 7-Up. I didn't know we need 7-Up. You can turn on lights with it. You can unlock your door. You can turn up the heat on your thermostat. When my husband turns down the heat, and I can turn it off now. It's a very inexpensive way to do technology, and what I like about it is it's not just for people with disabilities, it's for everybody. So if you got one in your house, it doesn't look like a disabled house, it's just everybody uses it. Well, I think it can make you more independent in your own environment, even for people who take medication. You can set reminders on it. Like I have reminders for him on it at 4:30 and 9:30. It will say take meds or take night meds. So you can even set reminders on it. It will automatically do it every day if you set it up that way. Don't be afraid of it. You can't break it. You really can't break technology. Echo, play Pandora.
Getting the last Pandora station you listen to, Light Rock and Pop Hits Radio.
You know the bed feels warmer.
Community employment. Working in the community can provide more than just a paycheck. Numerous studies have shown that people with disabilities who work in the community report other benefits, including better health and a sense of well-being, feeling more connected to their communities, and having more meaningful lives. Having a job can be a large piece of community integration. Community employment is one way in which people can use their skills and talents to enhance the community and play a valued social role. Through executive order and administrative rule, Ohio has established community employment as the priority service and the preferred outcome for working-age adults. Regardless of disability, all people are capable of community employment with the right supports and with a job that aligns with their strengths and interests. Supports can help people understand their employment options and discover ways to meaningfully contribute to, connect with, and participate in their communities. Community Life Engagement Team. DODD's Community Life Engagement, or CLE team, is dedicated to ensuring that people eligible for services through Ohio's developmental disability system have increased opportunities to live, work, and thrive in their homes and communities through state-of-the-art planning, innovative technology, and supports that focus on their talents, interests, and skills. If you have questions about technology, employment, or valued social roles, reach out to a CLE project manager. A map and contact information are available on the DODD My Learning homepage for this course. Self-determination and self-advocacy. Self-determination. Self-determination is when people choose and set their own goals, work to reach their goals, and make decisions that affect their lives. According to the NADSP Code of Ethics, DSP should promote self-determination in physical, intellectual, emotional, social, and spiritual pursuits. This often means giving people with developmental disabilities dignity of risk, which is the right of a person to make an informed choice to engage in experiences meaningful to them and which are necessary for personal growth and development. Some experiences may come with negative consequences, such as disappointment and sorrow, but this is a natural part of life. Rather than protecting people with disabilities from negative consequences, DSP should support them to make informed decisions. This empowers people to experience the possibility of success and the natural risk of possible failure. Occasionally, support staff assume they know the outcome for people who dream too big. The dignity of risk asks that DSPs help people explore and reach for their dreams while keeping health and safety at the forefront of services. Scenario: supporting someone in choosing clothing. Mark is a DSP shopping for clothes with Jermaine. Jermaine is immediately drawn to a shirt with a crude graphic. Mark sees it and knows the graphic will upset others. First, Mark tries to understand what Jermaine likes about the shirt.
What do you like about this?
It makes me laugh, and I like the color.
And where are you thinking of wearing it?
Probably everywhere. Home, work, and hanging out with my friends.
Mark explains to Jermaine what others may think or do if he wears the shirt in public.
And I'm not sure your boss would be very happy if you wore it to work. Maybe we should also look for clothes that we know won't upset your boss or coworkers. There's some shirts over there in the same color, but don't have graphics.
I'm still going to buy it. My friends will love it. I'll look for work shirts too.
Once Jermaine is informed and understands the possible consequences of purchasing and wearing the shirt, he makes the final decision. If he still wants to buy the shirt with the graphic, he can. It is his right to buy and wear the clothing of his choice. Unless the person you are supporting would be at or pose an immediate risk of harm to themselves or others, they have the right to decide for themselves. According to the NADSP Code of Ethics, it is a DSP's job to celebrate, accept, and learn from life's rich experiences with people through triumphs and failures. A DSP is not there to help people avoid failures, but to educate them and help them learn from their experiences. Self-advocacy. One part of self-determination is advocating for yourself, or self-advocacy. The first step people take towards self-advocacy is gaining knowledge about their preferences. Another step is to know their rights, both as a citizen and as a person with a disability. Then people can speak up for themselves and for the things that are important to them. There are multiple ways DSPs can support people to become self-advocates. One is incorporating decision-making into everyday activities, such as people deciding what to have for lunch or what movie to watch. Decision-making is like a muscle that needs to be used and exercised. Another way that a DSP can support people to advocate for themselves is realizing that not all communication is verbal, and people can speak up in a variety of ways. As a DSP, your responsibility is assisting people to know and learn about their strengths and needs. A DSP also needs to ensure they are aware of people's rights and can recognize when their rights are violated or not respected. As a DSP, become curious about the people you support. Learn alongside them about what they love, what they can do, and what's important to them. When people know their strengths, interests, and skills, they can make their own decisions, speak up for themselves, and live the lives they want.